your day? I hope you had a great day and you're not too stressed. Just find time to eat something, take tea, just relax and rest for the day tomorrow. You're welcome. Tonight's story is the story of a young man. He has reached out to us asking for advice on what to do on a particular matter going on in his family. And this is also for every single person who, would like to hear from you, basically, would like to hear your thoughts and your advice for John this evening. The story says, my name is John. I am 43 years old. My mom never wanted me to marry my wife because she thinks she's after my money. She wants the family to stay away from her and said our marriage would not last. My dad is late. Despite the opposition, I married the woman that I love. 3 years later, my wife is respectful but keeps her distance. She greets my mother, but she doesn't attend family events. She rarely visits or tries to build a close relationship with them. Now, my mother says my wife is proud and disrespectful. I just wanted peace to reign. Should I tell my wife to go? Should I tell my wife to let go of the past and make an effort to become a close daughter in law, or completely keep her distance? This is John's story this evening. It's in between telling his wife, forget about what has happened, be close to my mom, or should she keep a distance just like she's already doing? He's 34 and he says that 3 years ago, when he wanted to marry his wife, his mother was completely against it. She didn't like the idea, she didn't want the idea, it wasn't cool with her. And the reason she gave was because she feels like this lady that has come to marry my son is marrying him because of his money, because he is rich, because he has money. That is why she's after my son. Children of nowadays, they only follow rich men and all of that. And the mom had a perception of her that she's only coming into her son's life to take money from him, more like a gold digger. And the son, regardless, married this young lady because he truly, truly loved her and they love each other. It's been 3 years in the marriage, and currently she is respectful to the mom. She's not fighting, not no quarrel, nothing at all. But she doesn't attend any family events from his side. She doesn't try to be close. She's not even trying to be close to any of his family members. She's keeping her distance, just like they've also always kept their distance. She's also keeping her distance from them. She doesn't have any form of interaction with them. She's keeping her distance as much as she can, but she's respectful to the mother-in-law. She would greet her when they meet. She doesn't attend any family events. She doesn't try to even visit to say, oh, she rarely visits. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, women radio.
Good evening. You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Joseph is calling you from Auburn. Good evening.
You're welcome. It's good to have you. How was your day today?
I'm doing great. How is your studio? How was your day?
We're fine, Chooks. Thank you so much for asking.
Let me quickly talk to Mr. John.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
He should not. He should.
Oh, looks like I lost the call from Trooks. Oh, so sorry. Looks like I lost that call. I think the network took him off for a moment. Please do also call us back, Trooks. I'd like to hear from you this evening. The number to call to give John your advice this evening is in between telling his wife to, forgive them, forget about the past, and just try to be close to my mom, because the mom currently has a problem with the wife. She's now saying she's proud and disrespectful. She's saying that the wife is proud and disrespectful to her. Now, because John wants peace to reign in the family, he wants to know how to advise his wife. Should he tell her to just forget about the past and try to be closer to his mom? Or should she keep a distance completely, just like she's always done? Hello, good evening. All right, looks like we lost the call. The number to call to give John your advice is 07000 917 917. 917. You can also call 09155. Hello, good evening.
Yes, Chooks is calling back.
All right, you're welcome back, Chicks.
Yes, I was trying to tell you that to advise Mr. John not to allow the wife to go and make maybe peace with the wife,
Yes,
with the
with the
mother,
mom.
John. Let her
Okay.
continue to keep her distance. The mother traded on speculation the
Hmm.
first time the marriage was to come to be, and she was wrong.
Yes.
Mr. John, the man, should continue with the wife since in this report he did not give anything negative, foul play, or wrongdoing by the wife.
Yes.
And this is
Yes.
the wife that he so much love. You
Hmm.
understand? When
Yes.
when our mother-in-law and the husband request or opinion concerning a new wife is
Yes.
put in a balance, the side of the husband or the man prevails over that of the mother's choice, the
Yes.
father's choice. So Mr. John, I believe, with his report, has made the right choice by finding a good woman to marry.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Insofar as insofar as Mr. John had not had any little time to complain about the wife in the meantime, he should continue with the wife and stop that wife not to go close to the mother like she has she has kept a distance. That distance
Yes.
is going to bring about solution. The time the mother-in-law, as age begin to catch up with her, she will back out or
Mm-hmm.
she will be the one to
Yes.
she will be the one
Yes.
to succumb because the allegation she made from the onset has no base. It's baseless. That is the reason I'm advising Mr. John not to allow the wife to go close to the mom. Once he tried that, and that this new wife happens to go to this mama, what is going to
Mm.
happen is that Mr. John's mother will find one thing concrete.
Mm-hmm.
She can cook up something concrete that she has not been able to achieve due to distance. So if
Mm.
this lady goes close to her, it's going to put up something that will be awful, that will work against the new thing. That's why
That's true.
my my
That's true.
my take and my advice to him is that they should just maintain the tempo now. I believe that
Okay.
in the nearest future, that mother will either realize her son herself or she will start getting weak and not be able
Yes. Yes.
to keep to such allegation again. That's what I have to say.
Hmm.
Let Mr. John
Thank you
try
so much, Troops.
if some other people may come on board to make that way.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chooks. That was Chooks, and he just gave his advice to you, John, on what he thinks you can do in this situation. And that was very profound. I'm going to go over it very soon. The number to call to still give John your advice is still 07000 917 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 to give your advice to John this evening. Is a 34-year-old man who says that at the beginning of his relationship with his wife, when they wanted to get married, his mom was completely against the union, with the assumption that his wife was getting married to him because of his money. She felt like this lady is a gold digger. She's just here because of your money, because you're rich. That's how ladies of nowadays do, and all of that. And John did not listen to her. His mom even went as far as telling other family members not to relate with John's wife. But regardless, he got married to this young lady. It's been 3 years now in the marriage. It has been beautiful. It has been blissful. And John's wife has been respectful to the mom. She greets her when they see each other, but she doesn't visit his mom. She doesn't even try to be close. She doesn't go to any family gathering, any family event that they have. And she's not even trying to build any relationship with his family because of how she was treated at the beginning. Now, the mom is saying that his wife is proud and disrespectful. John wants peace to reign. He doesn't want any issue where his mom is fighting his wife and his wife is fighting it with his mom. and all of that. And now he's asking, should I tell my wife to just let go of the past, forgive and forget, and try to build a close relationship with my mom? Or do I tell her to stay in at the distance, completely keep her distance like she has always done? The number to call to give John your advice is 07000 917 917 07000 You can also call 09155 917 917 to give your advice to John this evening. Hello, good evening. Okay, okay, all right. We lost that call. I feel like the mom is just trying to manipulate you into getting closer or something. She has seen that, oh, she was wrong about your wife and all of that, and she doesn't want to apologize, so she's just trying to find another way to get you guys to be close together, to get the wife to be close to her because of what has happened before. But I don't think that's the best way to do it. If you offend someone, the best thing to do is to apologize. And I think no matter the age, you should be able to apologize to somebody you've wronged in the past. The fact that the wife, maybe if she decides to get closer to your mom, it doesn't change what your mom had done to her. It doesn't change what your mom, because if you did not stand your ground, John, 3 years ago, you likely would not be married to this lady now. And she had no bad intention towards you. She wasn't trying to steal from you. She wasn't trying to run away with your money or anything. She was just being a great lady. So if your mom now realizes that she's not like that anymore, it's just best that she goes to her, apologize, and then peace can reign. But calling her disrespectful and proud under the guise that you want her to now, you want her to become close to you, I think that's wrong. That's completely wrong on every ground. If anybody should do the begging, or if anybody should beg anyone, it should be your mom apologizing to this lady. I know that, yes, we would say the mom is elderly, an elderly person should not beg a younger person, but she was wrong, and that's just what it is. The number to call to still give John your advice, he's asking what to do to help his wife, or to make his home a better place, to give peace and order between his family, just so that they don't have any issues with his wife and there's no trouble coming around. He's 34, he got married 3 years ago, but before he got married, his mom was completely against his marriage with his wife. And just because she feels like this lady will steal my son's money, or she's a gold digger, she's after my son's money, she doesn't really love him. This was his mom's thought towards this young lady. It's been 3 years since they got married. And now the wife in question, she respects the mom. She would greet the mom, talk to her when they meet, when they see, respectfully greet her, and then go her way. She doesn't go for any family gathering, any family meeting, because the mom also told every other family member to not interact with this lady. And I'm surprised that they all followed suit. And now, she doesn't talk to any of them. She doesn't even attend family meetings. She just stays by herself. She doesn't try to even visit them or try to build any close relationship with any of them. She keeps her distance as much as she can. Because of that, the mother-in-law is now calling her proud and disrespectful. She's calling her proud and disrespectful. She has to come and apologize. She should not be proud towards me. She should not be disrespectful and all of that. And John says he just wants peace to reign in his household, in his family. And he's asking, should I tell my wife to forget about the past and make an effort to be close to my mom, to be a close daughter in law to her, or should she completely keep her distance? John is currently listening and he would like to hear from us. He would like to know our advice for him, our thoughts on this matter, and what we think is the best thing to do. The number to call is 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. You can also call 0955 917 917 to give your advice to John this evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Okay. All right. Chooks called earlier and he mentioned that Don't allow her make peace with your mom. You should try, she should continually keep her distance. If at the beginning, your mom at the beginning caused the distance that happened in the first place, it wasn't this young lady that proposed the distance and the silence. Your mom encouraged it. She caused the distance to happen. So let her keep her distance. Let her stay as far as possible. If anything would happen, if there should be any form of bonding going on, your mom has to first apologize, letting her know that, oh, I misjudged you back in the day. It wasn't intentional. That was not what I meant. And then peace can reign. Even if your mom did not apologize, at least your other family members should come apologize to her because she was deeply wronged. She was wronged. You don't know someone, you just assume by the way they look that they're going to make your brother go dry. They're going to take all his money. Come on, that's not right. That's not the best way to treat anyone. So even if your mom will not come to apologize because, okay, maybe she's elderly, even though I think no matter the age, if you do something wrong, you should be able to apologize. Then your other family members can apologize. Then maybe you can now have some form of bonding again, because right now there's no form of bonding you want to see, you can even see in that family. There's no cold blood going on, but she should keep her distance. And if the excuse they're giving now is that she's proud and disrespectful, that's not right. That's not right. She's the victim here. They are not the victim. She's the victim here, and she should not still be taking she should not still be suffering for what's currently happening. So just like Chooks has mentioned, don't allow her, there's no need to make peace. Let her keep her distance as much as she wants to. You deal with your wife, stay with your wife, and continue to live in peace and harmony. If there's anything your mom wants to say, that she's this, she's that, she's doing this, she's doing, I beg, just let it be. Let her continue what she's doing. If she feels like attending a family gathering, then she can attend. If she doesn't feel like, let her keep her distance. I know there are times and days where we need family members, where we need people, from our husband's family, or we need someone. But in this case, they have shown her that they don't accept her. They've shown her that she's not one of them. They've shown her that she's not welcome. And you cannot change that overnight. You can't change that just by saying she's proud, she's disrespectful. No, it doesn't work like that. That's pure manipulation, and it's not right. You should be the one to have a conversation with your family. Let your mom know what's actually going on. She can't win her over like this. She can't win her over by calling her proud and no, no, no. That's not even going to work at all. That's John's story this evening, and I would like to hear what her advice would be for him. His wife is very indifferent about this. She's not in the mood to talk to anyone. She doesn't care whether you talk to her, you don't talk to her. As long as she and her husband are fine, that's all that matters to her. But for peace to reign, John is concerned and he wants to know how he can handle this situation. The number is still 07000 917 9170 917. You can also call 09155 917 917 to give your advice to John this evening. We've gotten some messages on our WhatsApp platform for John, all giving him their advice as well. I'm going to read them soon. While we wait for other people to call in as well to give John their advice, I'm going to read them very soon so we can all know what's going on there and what people are also saying. What would you think John can do? Or what's the best way John can handle this situation? If you happen to be in John's shoes, or John's wife was your friend. If John's wife was your friend and she came to you telling you this has happened to her in her marriage, what would you tell her? How would you tell her to handle this matter? What would you say to her? How would you deal with this
Hello.
matter? The number is still zero. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello. Good evening. This is Anna.
I can hear you. Good evening, Anayo. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. You too.
I can hear you. I'm fine. I'm fine. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Oh, thank you. first question I want to ask: is it John and the wife and the family, are they living together in the same compound? Hello.
No, they are not.
Okay. Yeah, if they are not,
Yeah.
I think the bulk of the work was on John, and it is not going to be easy as it is. He might really have to pray very well. Then he might have to be talking to the family separately and be talking to the wife separately. Issues like this, some things will happen. Like in the case of Romeo and Juliet, some events will happen that will bring everybody together. But before that happens, John has a lot of work to do. Because right now, he's like his family against his own nucleus family. He does not have his yet, I mean.
Yes.
No. So it's like his biological family against his own nucleus family. And
Okay, I think we lost the call from Anayo. Oh, I think the network took him out. So sorry for that. Please do also call us back, Anayo. I would so love to hear from you this evening. The number is still 07000 917 917 07000 917 917 to give your advice this evening to John. If you're in John's shoes, what would you do? How would you handle this matter? Or if John's wife was your friend, what would you tell her to do? We'll be right back to take more advice for John. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Oh, Dana, why you dey cry? In your face. First time is the best. God will give you your own. If you see my mama, my mama, and then the day husband, mama, come, and I now back to your Lord. I say back to your Lord. I now back to husband, papa, come, and I now back to your Lord. I say back to your Lord. I now back to your Lord. What wrong? I am husband. I if you see my mouth,
promise you.
Radio 91.7, amplifying women's voices every hour, every day.
Yeah, welcome back. This is still WFM 91.7, and you are listening to Adult Conversations. Tonight's story is the story of a man called John. We're talking about what happens when a man chooses the woman that he loves against his mother's wishes. And years later, the hurt from that rejection still remains. That's what the story is centered on this evening. All right, we have a call. Hello, good evening.
Hello? Yeah,
Good
actually,
evening.
I actually ran out of credit.
Oh, so sorry. Thank you for calling back.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, the John has a lot of work to do. And while
Yes.
talking to the wife, while talking to his wife, first of all, he must reassure the wife that he's not in support of what is happening.
Yes.
And everything he will say to the wife should be suggestive. Shouldn't use command tone. Yeah, just like that, over time, the wife will be convinced and she will be broken. I mean,
Yes.
the family too. Family too. You should be talking to the family, letting them to know that this lady is somebody's daughter. That means that even our own daughter too could be married sometime or is married already.
Yes.
And if such thing is happening, how are we going to feel? So this thing is, Yoruba will say, sort of cynical. I have a younger, and I want to share this. I have a younger brother that does not respect anybody, not even me. So around me, shortly, he insulted me so much that my other younger one wanted to come to me. I said he should leave him. Then all of a sudden, he fell sick. Yes, I'm not talking of something of 10 years ago. So he fell sick. He was in coma at the general hospital for 4 good days. In fact, we had all lost hope. Yeah, but I was there praying, calling people. I raised up a prayer banner, call people, call pastors. We kept praying for him. But where I'm going is this. He went into coma like on Saturday. By Wednesday, when he suddenly jacked back to life, I was the first person he saw. He wept like a baby. And he still saying it today. They call me that. I said that I must tell you the truth. If there's anybody that I'm expecting to see at the hospital, is not you.
So yes.
I insulted you. Based on how I insulted you, but when I opened my eye, you were the first person I saw. And today now, he respects even the phone that is used to myself.
Yes.
So you see that an event propelled that. Now there are this, I have to say this, this Peter Obi, he said there was about 2 weeks or last week.
Yes.
Governor, we are from the same state. Our governor Soludo did not wish him well. Soludo's birthday was either yesterday or today. Obi wished him well. That is maturity. And when I read that thing, I shed tears. I said, how I wish we would be Christians indeed. Christians that are practicing what the Bible says. So, John, you have a lot of work to do. I won't support your family treating your wife like a slave. No, she's not. You have a lot of work to do. And if your wife is listening to, she should also know that maturity is not by age. She too should be trusting God to show them some maturity. And these things will be over. So that is just my candidate advice. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anayo. Thank you. All right, that was Anayo, and he just gave his advice to you, John. He mentioned a lot of things that I believe you should hold on to. I'm going to go over them very soon as well, just in case you didn't get some things that he mentioned. The number is still 07000 and you can also send us a WhatsApp message on 08155 We are also live on YouTube at WFM 917. We'll be right back shortly to take more advice for John. This is Women Radio 91.7. You're listening to Adult Conversations.
Radio 91.7. The Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
Have you been a victim of corruption? Do you want to report how corruption affects you and your community? Send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537.
My Nigeria, your Nigeria, our Nigeria. Together, we rise as one nation, one people for a brighter tomorrow. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
Love has many languages. Some speak it out loud, some speak it quietly. When you truly love yourself or someone, you speak it with a Peak breakfast. That creamy, nourishing breakfast made with Peak milk. It contains vitamins, proteins, and calcium to help keep you fit and ready for the day. Because Peak breakfast is Peak love. Peak, reach for your peak.
What happens when a woman finally gets the mic? She talks about the business she built with 10,000 naira, the family she holds together, the change she's fighting for in her community. But too many of those stories never make it on radio until now. On Wednesday, 24 June, Form 1 steps into the Women Radio studio to talk real solutions on her lens, how to build financial resilience, strengthen communities, and make sure no woman is left behind. It's practical. It's your voice too, because when women speak, communities move. Form 1 on her lens on your Women Radio, building financial resilience for Nigerian women.
You define correct home product wey strong, get guarantee, e fine and e no too cost. Na Eleganza Industrial City Limited dey put you first. We get plastic chair for adult and pikin, party table and school table, disposable plates and cup plus reusable plastics. We get food warmer, cooler box, dustbin for different size, baby pamper, sanitary pad for ladies, travel bag for all size, hair thread and plenty more. Eleganza Industrial City Limited don package you well with products wey fine, unique and different shape and size. Abeg waka come our place for kilometer 68 Lekki Epe Expressway after Eleko Junction, Ibeju Lekki, Lagos. You fit call us for 0818 019 9999 or 0909 147 3665 or send us email for eleganzaindustrialcity@yahoo.com, info@eleganzaindustrialgroups.com or sales@eleganzagroups.com. Check our website for www.eleganzagroups.com. Eleganza Industrial City, the name na our guarantee.
Every legacy has a beginning. From the day it took the oath of office, work began. And 7 years later, the evidence is everywhere you look. From the Shongotedo housing scheme to the Ibubu housing development, new communities are rising across the state. From the new Mercy Children's Hospital to the Ojo General Hospital, healthcare is reaching more families. From the Blue Line Rail to the Red Line Rail and your baby Mende Link Bridge, Lagos is moving. From the Tolu School Complex to Lasute and Lasso, tomorrow's leaders are being prepared today. This is more than the story of the project completed. It is the story of a fulfilled vision.
Let us move. Let us shine. From vision to legacy. Legacy to continue waiting. Let us move.
Bajide Olushola Sowolu, leaving a lasting legacy.
Legacy to continue waiting.
Women lives matter. as too many women are still at risk during childbirth in our communities. And it doesn't have to be so. That's why the Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center, WATC, through the Transform Project, is bringing the conversation to the people. It's the Town Hall Meeting, a live platform where mothers speak from experience, health workers share realities from the field, and policymakers respond directly to community concerns. No barriers, no silence, just honest dialogue, accountability, and action. Because when communities and leaders come together, we can strengthen maternal health care and prevent avoidable deaths. Join WATC at the Town Hall Meeting and be part of the conversation driving real change in maternal health. No woman should die while giving birth.
Lunch vibes. Every music note counts, aligning with lyrics and rhythm. Words soothing to the ears, voices and melodies with the best vibes ever. That's Lunch Vibes on Women Radio WFM 91.7.
I play your fine. You knew I'm just that type. No, them no big you.
Love has many languages. Some speak it out loud, some speak it quietly. When you truly love yourself or someone, you speak it with a big breakfast. That creamy, nourishing breakfast made with pig milk. It contains vitamins, proteins, and calcium to help keep you fit and ready for today. Because peak breakfast is peak love. Peak. Reach for your peak.
What are the consequences of corruption on the woman? Silence. Silence through diverse forms. Education, healthcare, laws, and policies fostering unfavorable conditions to the woman at all levels. The woman agenda, breaking that silence, demanding accountability, transparency, and good governance. The woman agenda is deliberate and calculative in amplifying the voice of women. The woman agenda, Fridays, 3 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7, a platform on the way forward. The stories are real.
Something like this happened to me years back. I saw some messages in his phone. The lady that sent the message to him, when I told him, I said, "Oh, why are you like this? What are you doing all this?"
It's all around you.
Comes up to you to tell you her sexual needs. You should be humble enough to listen. If there's something you can do about that, you do it. Is it reading books? Is it seeing a therapist? Be open to certain things, because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything. My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused. So when the girl started doing that, he called out so much, then there's something fishy.
Want to hear it? Oh, it's you. To learn, break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknight from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7. The Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
Good evening, you're welcome back. This is still Women Radio 91.7, and you are listening to Adult Conversations. Tonight, we've given our advice to John, but because of our time, I'm going to bring John's story back again tomorrow by the grace of God, so we can get more advice for him. The story of John's story, I'm going to read it now for the sake of those who are just joining us for the first time. The story says, "My name is John. I am 34 years old. My mom never wanted me to marry my wife because she thinks she's after my money. She warned the family to stay away from her and said our marriage would not last. My dad is late. Despite the opposition, I married the woman that I love. 3 years later, my wife is respectful but keeps her distance. She greets my mother, but she doesn't attend family events, rarely visits, or tries to build a close relationship with them. Now my mother says my wife is proud and disrespectful. I just wanted peace to reign. Should I tell my wife to let go of the past and make an effort to become a closer daughter in law, or completely keep her distance? This is John's story this evening. Is still listening, ready to hear our advice. The number to call is 07000 917 917. 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. 917 to give your advice to John this evening. John is still listening to the show right now and he would like to hear our thoughts and advice for him. 07000 917 917. Let's hear what you think John can do in this situation. 07000 917 917. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. Follow Academy. This is Sunday calling.
Good evening, Sunday. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. And regards to all listeners across the world, I hope you're hearing me loud and clear.
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Okay. So that's easy and complicated anyway.
Okay.
So you will not, if you want peace, you marry the woman you love. So there's nothing wrong about that. You discover that your wife is respectful and your mother was wrong. But whichever way, you will have to teach your wife. There's nothing wrong in she getting angry. You're just trying to keep her boundaries. But you will let her know the importance of in-law.
Yes.
And you will not be the one to work it out. Understand? Have to work it out. Let your mom. I think I don't know if I've said it on air, maybe on some other topic. When my brother, my brother was trying to or rather influence my mother against the wife I wanted to marry. Then. So I now as the wife's side, I now called my mom. I said, this is the one me I love. I must marry from my place. So that is what I want. That is what I've chosen. So now, when your father, my father, your husband married, was there any intervention or obstruction from anywhere?
From your family?
So let's handle that to take care from wisely. So let her understand that it is me and the woman that is staying in this house, not me and my mother.
Exactly.
Father and mother, Bible talk. So you need to get your mommy to understand that. You understand?
Yes.
So you get my point. So
yes,
now you and your wife become one. You become one. That's what the Bible says. A man shall leave his father and his mother, and he and the wife they'll become one, and they are both dead and not ashamed. So now your mom needs to understand that girl, that lady gives you joy, and it is your joy that your mommy wants. So now your mommy will not help you if your mommy loves you to keep peace with your wife. You take your wife as her daughter. Then your wife too will now submit and try to know how to treat in-laws well to avoid unnecessary arrow, quarrel, and fighting, and some unnecessary war. Keep peace. The Bible says, if possible, live peacefully with all men. And the Bible equally says, owe no man nothing except love. Teach your wife that. And teach your wife equally what Mark 11:24 says. It says, forgive. Forgive. You understand? So let your wife forgive your mommy. Because what she is doing, maybe tomorrow she might equally do it to another person's daughter. So your mommy has made mistake. Let your wife not repeat the mistake of your mom.
Your mom,
correct it now. Let her correct it now. So wisely prayerfully before talking to your mommy, prayerfully before talking to your wife, so that they will understand and God will help you. And I pray
Amen.
that
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Sunday. Thank you so much for calling.
Yes.
All right, that was Sunday, and he just gave his advice to you, John. Because of our time, we'd like to come back tomorrow with John's story to give him our advice and to, get more advice for him. But thank you so much, John. It was a pleasure sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We'll be back tomorrow to take more advice for you and to also read some of the messages we have on our WhatsApp platform. Thank you so much, every single person who called in today, to Chooks, Anayo, and Sunday. We say a very big thank you. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 9 on WFM 91.7 for another time on Adult Conversations. And bear in mind, by next week, we're going to be doing Adult Conversations 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. so we can have more time to dive into the conversations. Till then, my name is Finfolua Kiremi. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.
Jerusalem, Itayalami,